And it doesn't actually look like Gore, the championship winner, is going to be participating in the race. So that just gives more chance for the 6 drivers here to go for the win and grab as many points as possible to put themselves higher on the table. Of course, that same battle for third will happen with, along these guys as well. And so we're just going to wait now, and hopefully everyone is ready. And while we're doing that, let me just add something into sources. I'll have the chance to. So you might hear something for a quick second. Just ignore it.
Attention Tier 2s!
Alright, you heard nothing, hopefully. Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, I gotta mute the stream, guys. 1 second. Alright, guys, we're back. Looks like lobby's about to get started again, and Kia's back as well.
Wow, one of our drivers accidentally hit the Windows key. The one key you're not one of 3 keys you're not allowed to touch during lobby loading or transition periods.
Yep, if you guys didn't know, if you alt-tab, it will fuck the lobby. So don't do it.
Yeah, and so that driver has been summarily executed, and we are moving on swiftly.
And are these guys ready? Because unless they're doing another roll count. Looks like everyone's here.
Yeah, it's the same number as before.
Let me get going here. Oh, okay, so it looks like someone is low volume, which is obviously going to be you, so fucking hell, let me see what I can do about that. I don't know what I can do about it, because I've tried everything.
Restart Discord.
No, I mean, I have you at 200%. I mean, maybe my user settings I can change something, like no output volume. Actually, no, yeah, let me turn up my output volume. Speak real quick.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, God. Oh, guys. Is he loud enough? I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. Oh, okay. Okay, you're definitely loud there. Let's try not to kill anyone's ears yet.
Right. We'll have to wait for the safety car for that fun.
Yeah, I just have no idea why this thing's so damn quiet. I guess I could turn up the gain a little bit.
Am I good with volume?
Let me turn this up. I'm just gonna hope that me turning it up will help.
I'm about to fucking royally piss off anyone who's watching my stream, which is literally just me. So I'm gonna go listen to the GSR and tell myself whether I am loud or quiet. Am I loud?
Okay, looks like lobby is going up again. Session will begin. Let's try not to alt-tab. I think it's actually fine for commentators to alt-tab, but I don't know about drivers.
I have no idea. I'm loading in fine, so that shouldn't be an issue. Looks like
I should use my volume mixer. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, I turned it up by like 10, so hopefully that works.
Okay, looks like everyone is loaded in. Yep, we're fine. And someone joined at the last second and misses qualifying! Boo, boo, boo. That's Magma. GSR Magma has missed qualifying by joining at the last... Well,
wait,
just
Magma?
after the last pop. Yep.
Wow, that's a name we haven't seen in quite a while, to be honest.
Yep. I was checking the standings. I believe the last time we raced was round 4 and he came 13th. The rest of it has been DNS's. It looks like we have our first pit lane exits.
And let's go ahead and get the mini-map out. Everything we need. And looks like 31 Swords can be the first one to exit the pits. He's a new guy here, so we're going to be seeing what kind of times he can pull. Critical as well.
31 Swords is not out. It was Kubele who was the first out.
Oh, really? Oh, I got the car wrong. So, look at the weather right now. It looks like it's overcast. Could this be... Could there be rain coming? I wonder.
There could be.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have our weatherman Bacon here today.
I know for a fact we don't have Bacon.
So we won't know until we get in there. I wish that'd be a thing that we could see. And looks like... Oh no, okay. I thought Kubele was going to let Ruda pass him, but it's not. So it looks like our championship leader is in the chat, actually. Guess I didn't feel like racing.
Oh, yeah, Gora. Oh, Gora, I was just singing your praises as a fellow champion a couple of moments ago. So, congratulations. And, you know what? Because he won, ooh, Kubele collects the champion's ball just a tad before his lap. But as I was saying, Gora, you now, legally, have to start every sentence with, as a champion.
That is true.
It's in the contract, and as a champion, I can tell you that is true.
And it looks like Ruda may have been cut off by Red Bull coming out of the pits. The pit lane here is kind of hectic. And Kubele actually pulling a really good lap so far.
Sector 3 yellow flag.
Luckily,
don't see anything that would cause that, and it's cleared up fairly quickly.
Yep, now that we have the mini-map, it'll be so much easier to tell who's actually in a crash.
Now, I've been following Kubele since the start of his lap. He's on 65% energy now. And just to say, he's going to run out unless he saves at some point, and I don't think he's been into Mode 3. If you intend to run Mode 4 at any point on Canada for any of the straights, you do have to save a bit. So he will be running out before... who knows, he might even run out before the final start-finish, because he's on the back straight now.
And here he comes to end his lap. Will he invalidate with the World Champions corner?
That's actually a bit of a slow time, slow line through the through that final. And interestingly enough, that's a 09.8, fairly good.
Yep, not bad.
But interestingly enough, he's setting this on the soft, so he is not looking to qualify onto a harder compound, which is what I did when we raced in Canada for Tier 1, and it really helped me. But that was also because we had inclement weather in the middle of the race.
Yeah.
And we know that isn't the case because both Sahil and Blaze, who just put a 10.9 on hards, and Cookie, who put a 12.6 on softs, we have 3 racers on the harder compound.
Ooh, Righteous picking up a 9.4.
Yeah, putting 4/10 on Kubele. Kubele will be looking to recuperate that time through the fast left-right, turn 3 and 4, and the final chicane before the champion's ball, I would guess.
And you can see already 3 people have invalidated their hot laps, and it's pretty obvious where. The Wall Champions turn is a very common spot to invalidate your lap.
Yeah, there's a really fine line to run there where you can gain a lot of time, and it looks like Critical's just gone right the way off and came right back onto track.
Oh, I see that too.
And Rogue has taken the escape route as well. It's interesting to see if I don't think 31 Sword is on a. Oh no, he's on Mode 5. So we'll have to watch to see if he gets held up in Sector 2 at any point by his Haas teammate, who I believe Critical and 31 Sword are reserve drivers for today.
Yep. And they're gonna get past each other here.
And they will actually be going for the medium strat as well. And oh, Sahil, flying under the radar, puts in a 0.99.
Oh, on
that
mediums.
Is an impressive lap on those mediums.
Yeah, especially two laps.
So here's the tactic when you put on those mediums. First of all, you don't really want to qualify at the top of qualifying because the track isn't rubbered in that well. So it really pays to put in the laps later. But what he's going to do now is he's going to go to the pits, he's going to fit the softs, and he's going to wait until the last possible second to leave the pit lane. And then he's going to try to set a lap on the softs at the dead of qualifying.
And Rogue's about to finish on hards, well, he put in.
If no one beats out his time, or if nobody puts him down past the top 10, what he'll do is he'll just abort that last lap. That is the best way to secure your race position. Because if somebody does beat the lap and you're out of the top 10, you just go on the softs and you qualify as high as you can. Which is
for sure.
Yeah. I actually had to do that in Bahrain, but that's also because I picked up a great.
Oh, and we actually someone's backwards on the track here. It's a Red Bull.
Oh,
It's
and it looks
Bakushka.
like
Oh wait, no.
No.
Who is it? Is it
that'd be
Wizard?
Rogue if it's in the Red Bulls.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's Rogue.
Yeah, that was Rogue on the hards. Hards, he picks up a medium amount of wing damage there. Yeah, or not medium, 83% on his left shield. Definitely need a pit there. But yeah, the hards are ice cold when you take them out, and I think this will end his hopes of qualifying onto the hards because he's worn them too much to go for another in lap and then out lap. And you know what? A lot of people prefer to do 2 or 3 out laps on the hards just to get them up to temp.
And there's a Haas who's off the hairpin at the moment.
Yeah, just looking around. Yeah, and I have to say, right now, it's looking like Sahil has the best position right now. I could see him dropping a few places, maybe down to 6 or 7, but he really shouldn't blink if that happens. If he drops anywhere still in the top 10, I think that's good for him. Because that harder compound is just such a powerful strategy, especially on Canada, where you can just go mediums to softs, and then you have the full range of your soft tires rather than a worn out set from qualifying at the end. And the times, as he's proven, are fairly comparable. And they last a lot longer. Perfect strategy.
Let me get my thing out real quick from Sim Hub while everyone's in the pits.
Yep, and now we've seen that Rita and Rogue are setting the softs now. They should be coming out at any point. Righteous is out with full ERS, but taking another cooldown, I would say. I'm not too sure, because he didn't just come out of the pit lane. What he's doing here, he's probably going to take it slow to make sure he doesn't wear the tires and go for another hot lap, is what I would suggest. Looks like we have more action in the pit lanes. Rogue, Gore, launching F1 2019. Maybe he'll want to join in at the back.
Yep. And that's gonna... Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say, actually. If he wasn't gonna come, I was gonna say the battle for second was gonna get more intense because more points would be available.
Yeah, certainly. But while he's a good driver, I think, especially with the strong field we have, if he starts at the back, starting in P16, you know what? I shouldn't say that, because there is one thing we haven't talked about. The safety car.
Yep.
The safety car, with its increased frequency in the newest update, is going to... You know what? I'm taking back what I said about Sahil. I think he's on the softs right now. It might be a good idea for him to set a time on the softs. Canada isn't that egregious of a track. It's not a Monaco. It's not a Baku. But Bahrain isn't that bad either, and we had 4 safety cars. So I think him starting on the mediums, especially with what we know about the frequency of the safety car so far, it might not be the best idea. So I think going forward, the safety car will change a lot of the tactics, because it will be so easy for a safety car to come out lap 1. And at that point, when the safety car comes out lap 1, a lot of the top guys will be thinking, hey, it's time to switch to the mediums. If there's not one later on, then, you know, I have a really good stint on the mediums, and then I can switch to the softs at the end, and essentially do the better starting on the harder strategy without having the qualifying disadvantage of actually going on the harder compound. Sahil speeding up at the end of the back straight, tapping the wall of champions, no wing damage. Well, he's not backing out of his lap, so he obviously thinks he's good enough, and he begins his...
Let's stay on board with him for a bit. I know he's coming up to turn 3 now, a corner that he has been struggling with. So I want to see how he can take it, if he's learned from his mistakes. And looks like he takes it pretty cleanly. He'll definitely be happy with that.
That's a good line, but he does get it on the power a bit late. That's what I'm noticing, especially in turn 1. He's not getting on the power as early as he can. He's kind of gliding across the apexes, and there are valuable tenths of a second to be captured.
Definitely.
Opens the DRS on the mid straight now, second DRS zone. Well, technically the first, I guess. And he will... sorry, that's Babushka sitting in a 9... And for Sahil, yeah, this is a slow lap. I don't expect him to actually improve on his time spectacularly. He takes the hairpin wide and isn't in mode 4 down the back straight, because he didn't save throughout the lap. He doesn't want to run out of ERS, which he might do anyway. Obviously, there's a set amount of ERS you could use in the per lap, and that's marked by the D under the actual thing. Sahil does improve his time. Sorry, I misspoke. That's a 0.93. And from what I saw on his lap, there's a lot of time for him to gain there.
Yeah.
So.
And Ruda also takes up the 8.9.
Yeah, Ruda, sorry, putting in an 8.9. That's a fairly good time. And as we continue, as the track gets more rubbered in, and as people get more laps under their belt, get a bit more confident with, especially with bankers, we will see that time drop and drop and drop.
Rogue still has not set up lap yet.
Critical retiring from the session. I don't think that was... No! There's, yeah, definitely a Haas off at
turn 3.
Yeah, 3. So he must have just plowed into the wall. Let's see if we can't get a view on that. Nobody's actually that nearby. The quickest we'll see it... Oh, no. This car was removed and put into the pit lane anyway. But it'll be interesting to see... Actually, we probably won't find out what happens after that. It doesn't look like there was anyone near enough to him to cause an accident. People came after, but I'm not so sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be starting his first GSR race near the back here as Rogue gets past the line.
No, Rogue is toning down and scrubbing that.
Oh,
lap.
yeah, he invalidated, definitely.
Yep.
He's going to have to do another lap here.
Rogue is still on the mediums, not believing in the power of the safety car.
It's always a chance it'll come out. As long as people play safe, play nice. It shouldn't come out, at least until later on.
I'm sorry, but given Tier 2's history, I would say they're...
Yeah,
I would put a lot of money on at least one safety car coming out. And it's not just because Tier 2s are prone to crashing. We can see that when they want to, they can race really, really cleanly. But the frequency has just been updated so much. What we would consider not even VSC worthy in the past patch is now full-blown safety car. In Bahrain, we had 2 drivers make contact and clear the scene within 2 or 3 seconds back up to racing speed, and the safety car came out. We had a driver retire on track, well, a bit off track, and a safety car came out. So, yeah.
And Sword leaves the session.
Has left the session while he's in the pits. Not sure what happened.
And Chipsy's about to cross the line.
Rogue coming right into the pits. He will not be setting a time on his medium.
Gypsy does not improve, or I think he does, he just doesn't improve to gain a position with a 10.0. And we're coming...
He improved by less than 1/10 of a second, so he improved by exactly 1/100th.
And I think Wizard just passed Jordan, his teammate, as they're both in the same spot, the track at the moment. It's kind of funny.
Steele looks like he's on his outlap now, going really slowly to take care of those tires, which is something a lot of drivers don't do. Actually, I find that they don't take it full tilt, but they go a decent pace. When in reality, you should be high gear, low speed, going through the majority of your outlap just to really save that extra % or 2 of tire wear, and it can make all the difference in the race.
So he's gonna let someone pass. I mean, that's
that'll
Chipsy.
Be Chipsy pass. Chipsy looks to be on a hot lap, I guess. He's in mode 5, fuel mode 1, but he is out of ERS, so I don't know if he's racing back to the pits or if he intends to complete this lap, but he is completely dead on the battery, and he'll be, going into the pits, of course.
And so he's going to start his hot lap here, getting past the world champions.
A bit shallow. Yeah, and he scrubs immediately. I think he'll have invalidated this and next lap, so he'll have to go around one more time. It might be worth it for him to just pit straight onto a fresh set of softs. Save this because you get 3 sets of softs in qualifying. He's already used 1. This will be minimal wear that you can carry over to the race. So if you need to pit for softs in the race, you only get 1 set from the. You start on 1 set. You have 1 set that's lightly worn. In this case, it would be about 1 or 2%, and then he could set it on completely fresh softs with a bit extra fuel in case he's missing it.
Google picking up the 2nd position at now with 9.1.
Yeah, he improves.
But then Righteous comes knocking right back.
Yeah, so that was in the span of a couple of seconds. That was Kubele putting 2/10 on Sahil, and Righteous putting 3/100ths on Kubele.
And Sahil's back onto the main straight to finish his lap. Will he get past these 2? Let us find out.
Will he actually go for another lap? It does look like he is low enough tire wear, and I do think so, because now he's into taking it. Oh, that might have been another scrub.
Yeah,
it seems like he's going.
Yeah, I guess he's on the 5 ERS.
So either he's trying to make it back. To the pits in
he
time.
kind of spun, lost the back a little bit.
He'll be improving on his time.
He could always find it somewhere else.
Has time to get back to the pits either. It'll be really close because it takes about just over 1 minute, right? It takes over it's 1 minute 10 seconds just about to get to the pit lane, and it's 1:40 right now. He's about 2/3 through the lap, but crucially,
it looks like he's giving up.
It takes time to change your tires.
Yeah.
And if he really was competing to get back into the pit lane like Chipsy is right now in front of him,
oh my god,
he would have cut that corner and gone at speed.
So looks like no one in the top 10. Oh, never mind, I lied here. Lacey, only one in the top 10 to qualify on mediums right now.
And it doesn't look like he has time to switch off either. So he's either not considered the possibility of a safety car or doesn't think it's great enough to warrant. And just so we're clear, we have Chipsy, Babushka, and possibly Sahil. Yeah, and Sahil will be starting their hot laps with no more time in qualifying. We are now past the point where you can pit, of course, and it'll be, yep. This is probably going to be the last round for anyone, because I don't think other than Babushka's starting as well, and I don't think anyone else is in a position to start other than Blaze, and Blaze will not. So I do not think we will have anyone extending the time of qualifying that much.
So Rogue and Blaze top 10 medium. I bet they're guessing on no safety car in the early laps.
Okay, so going into the pits probably, and Ruda, we should watch him because he's about to complete his hot lap. Takes a decent line through there. Oh, loses it just a bit on the apex. Has a bit of a moment. Crosses the line.
Oh, and wow!
3/10.
Wow.
8.6.
I wonder.
7/10 better than Righteous.
I wonder what his time would have been.
Gypsy now coming to finish his time.
Hill going straight into the
Gypsy is
pits.
scrubbed. Looks like Gypsy might have scrubbed.
Both Red Bulls are near each other. Looks like one of them are slowing down.
Gypsy goes 2 seconds longer. Everyone else is coming into the pits. I think it'll be the two Red Bulls, and that's it. No, Rogue scrubbed. It'll only be Babushka. We were waiting for Babushka, and...
Oh, we still have Jordan. Oh, no, wait, no, he's in the pits. Never mind.
Yep.
Oh, Babushka!
Who sets an 8.933.
Wow, that's nice by him. This is he's obviously had some bad luck in Tier 2, but he's hoping for a better race today, and I hope he does get that race finally, or he does good. And we're
just waiting for the pit animation for Jordan to stop.
So it looks like, has Ready One come back yet?
No.
Alright. So that's going to be a rip. Or at least one new driver here. And did Gore join? Because I know he opened F1.
I do not think he did. You know what? Just I'm gonna send him just a little cheeky.
Let's look at these incidents here. Nothing too much other than track limit warnings.
I actually can't invite him to the game because he's already in another one. Oh, he is. He's in multiplayer Canada.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess he joined without a seat.
Snuck his way in. And it looks like hey, its grip is spamming.
Sorry, Rogue qualified in the top 6 on his mediums. I did not notice that. So yeah, obviously he doesn't believe in the power of the safety car.
And looks like we're gonna get started here with the final race of the Tier 2 season. Who will get that crucial second place?
And it does look like there are no clouds in sight. Dry race all the way through, I believe.
Yep. And we're just going to wait for everyone to pick their setups. The 30-second timer has started.
Yeah, and it looks like Gore is in fact in. He
will start in the back.
Starting from near. I'm not sure if he'll start at entirely the back.
No, he should because... Oh, no, wait. No, Critical didn't get disqualified, so he still set a time.
Right.
The Gore will be right in the back, which I think is a okay area to be, honestly, with the amount of safety cars that could come out in the opening laps.
The safety car will wreak havoc. Honestly, missing the qualifying isn't the death sentence that it was before.
Okay, so three,
lights, four,
five. Okay.
And we are out for the
and then we're out.
Did we have a jump? Did someone blink too fast?
Oh, and there's already a Renault who's off track.
Right
and another... Oh, someone just hit the wall randomly. Okay. Okay, so far so good, looks like. Like, everyone's taking it...
Righteous and Cecile up positions. Babushka dropping down.
Babushka is dropping down here. But looks like so far, so good. Oh, actually, we're catching some yellow flags.
That's the McLaren at the back. Cookie is off track on turn 4.
Oh, we see some ghosting between Chipsy and Blaze. Oh, and there's a Horrorasa who's out. It's the Wizard. He has Sabun.
So, yeah. Sector 1 and 2, yellow flag. No safety car yet.
Yep, no safety car yet.
Miracle.
Probably because Wizard could immediately start racing after. I don't know.
Don't try to divine the black magic that goes on behind Cody's screen. Absolutely not.
Right now, Sahil is up into 3rd place, 2 positions up. He started pretty well. Righteous, or Ruda's still holding the lead.
Not sure what happened to Babushka. He dropped 3 positions off the start, and gets passed by his teammate on the harder tire.
See what happens here in the Wall of Champions. Looks like it's all pretty good so far.
Oh, it looks like the Red Bulls are going side by side. And Babushka gets passed by. Gets back.
And 31 already picking up a penalty. 5 seconds for speeding into pit lane.
Will have obviously received damage. VW Gore in the VW Gore. W Gore in the Racing Point, up 5 positions from the start into 11th already on the hard tires too.
Yeah. He's caught up to Kublai, who's I believe actually this is the first race in a row that Kublai has not picked up pole position. I just realized that.
Well, he's only been in for 4 races now, hasn't he?
Yeah, and every single time he's been... oh, Babushka picking up...
the first 2 times.
Really?
Yeah, Babushka did say before that he is looking to get a lot of penalties because he cannot keep it in the track limits for Canada.
Yeah, and getting them in the opening lap is just really, like, tough on you, because it's going to stack.
It looks like 31 Swords... Or, sorry, no. Looks like the other Haas, who was... Critical was
Ooh, Ruda takes a nice pass on Righteous on the Wall of Champions.
Right on the rear of Ruda. Going through, are they going side by side? Yes, they are. Righteous gets passed on the...
Oh, and Sahil's looking for a move maybe that he can do.
Yep, Sahil is looking for a vulnerability in a weak Ruda who just let Righteous by. Rogue gets passed. Babushka off track. He loses a chunk of time there.
Oh, and now, yep, he's skipping the corner here.
Completely vettles it.
He doesn't have any wing... Oh, no, he does have wing damage. 70% on his right. And he's going to have to pit now.
Well, he's not his teammate, who doesn't have any, and his teammate is actually on the harder compounds, which would be a lot worse for him.
Gore.
Sekil just straight into the barrier.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
His entire wing.
Oh, no, that's so unlucky. Now everyone's gonna start passing him. He's now dropped into 7th. Yep, he loses it.
Safety car, VSC.
Oh, VSC?
Yep, we are into a VSC. So, a VSC is a prescribed delta that all drivers must maintain.
Oh my god! Oh my god, fucking Kublai just, he just lost most of his, or no, that's still, but he lost 25% of his right wing because as Sahil was taking the hairpin, he, collided into him and kind of pushed him off a little bit.
Whoa! Kublai gets past Sahil under virtual safety car. That will be a reward.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
We've clarified with our drivers, I believe, before the race, because of the current bugs, VSC ends, that you are not to pass under safety car regardless of whether the game allows it or not. So you're not to pass the safety car, and you're not to pass anybody behind the safety car while you're behind the safety car. So that will be an interesting discussion to have later. Does the same rule apply to the VSC?
Well, I mean, from Kublai's perspective, he collected him kinda in the hairpin, so I think Sahil may have just conceded that position.
Well, the thing is, crucially, Kublai got past him on the straight, and because he knew Sahil was pitting, it wouldn't have given him a penalty regardless of whether he returned the position. So it's from my point of view, if that was a deliberate move by Kubele, knowing that Sahil was going into the pits, that is too cheeky. I think that is that should be some amount of penalty. Righteous right now is your leader with Ruda right behind, and everyone else is kind of dropped back.
Yep, and Blaze is on the move right now, trying to regain the position he just lost against Kubele.
And Gore, starting from the back, is up 9 positions into 7th place. You know what, Gore? I'm on to you, buddy. You only started from the back because you want driver of the day. I know you. Yeah, Kubele looks like, oh, that's just the audio glitch revving his engine. Looks like he's actually underfueled his car.
Oh, there's someone slowing down here in Sector 1. It may have been critical, I'm not sure. Trying to see if I can catch any gaps here. Looks like, oh, Jordan kind of loses it in turn 1 and hits the wing of Cookie. Did Cookie take any damage? Let's find out.
Yes, Cookie took 31% on his left.
Oh, that's going to be kind of infuriating.
Just pit, yeah.
Still?
Yep. Sahil in dropping 8 positions into 13th. Babushka dropping 9 positions into 11th. And Jordan... Sorry, Cookie losing it, I think, and Sahil and Babushka getting past Jordan. Now, Critical dropping behind Cookie. Critical is going very, very slowly.
Oh, Ruda makes a really nice move on Righteous here in the first turn.
And 31, 2 house teammates in the back having mistakes. Oh! Critical spins after...
could that cause a safety car?
I don't know. He is backwards on track and blocking the track almost
yeah.
entirely.
Luckily, there's no one near him, but he's gonna have to move out of the way ASAP here. Madman catching up the Wizard in the turn 2. Coming to turn 3.
Gore is all over the back of Blaze now. Ruda had gotten by Righteous, but Righteous is looking to secure that position again.
Right now, as it stands...
Rogue looking like he's in the best position right now with the medium tires in 3rd position, only 2 seconds behind the lead. Gore, with a lot of energy, will probably be looking to get by... Oh, no, he has a moment on exit. He cannot get by.
So the loss of balance there, but he'll still have the DRS to bring him back up to Blaze.
Absolutely.
And let's see if Righteous can,
Sorry, somebody has completely annihilated the braking markers coming into the chicane, so expect anyone without using a line to maybe miss a braking point here and there.
Which, I don't even know... I think Cookie's the only one who doesn't use line here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless...
Luckily, he's on the back straight right now. We can see how he handles it.
Righteous still right behind Ruda. Hasn't found the moment yet to attack him, but Ruda kind of...
Babushka
slight mistake. Indeed.
Yeah, Cookie taking a normal enough line through the chicane.
Ooh, and Righteous kind of misses his turn here, and now Ruda's gonna build up a whole bunch of time on him.
That was 5/10 just from that turn alone.
Oh, did Ruda kind of go slow here? Kind of maybe caught up.
Gains time on Righteous. Righteous took the slower line through that turn. And it looks like Rogue is catched up to Righteous as well, within DRS range for the next straight.
This is looking good for Righteous in terms of final position, because right now Chipsy is only in 4th while he's in 2nd, so he'll be gaining the more points at the moment. Unless Chipsy can fight his way through 7 seconds worth of time. And oh, actually, as I say that,
he just loses it and cedes the position to Kubele.
Kubele, yep. And now we have Blaze and Gore right behind them as well. So looks like we're seeing more yellow flags pop up.
Just to let you know, we are 8 laps in. Those soft tires are not looking too shabby right now. They're at 45% wear on the rears for Chipsy. But he has just had a moment of oversteer.
Sector 2 yellow flag. I'm trying to see. I think it might be that Haas, whoever that is. It looks like it's it's Critical, who's actually really slowing down. I don't know what he's doing here. He's like, I don't know what's going on. There is ghosting, so it won't really matter. Jordan picks up a time penalty, and I'm still confused on what Critical is doing, but it's fine. He will be ghosted. And let's see, Chipsy Will he make a move on the straight here? They're both on soft tires. We'll have
But if you
DRS.
look at Gypsy's energy reserves,
Oh,
he is now
yeah.
degrading. He was less than 10%, and Cubelade looking pretty. Righteous gets,
Righteous goes to the pits. He's going to get the undercut. And so does Gypsy. So Gypsy's also going to look for that. Kublai picks up a 3-second time penalty. Ooh, if that's going to hurt him. So let's see here. What tire is this Righteous going on? He's going on to mediums. Do you think they'll stay on the mediums, or do you think they'll pit one more time near the end of the race for softs?
I think you definitely... No, you could absolutely make the mediums to softs work. Or, sorry, the softs to mediums work, absolutely.
Ooh, Gore picks up a time penalty now for multiple warnings. He's catching up to Blaze. The Blaze is on mediums. And Gore's hards are actually on 17%. That's kind of a lot for only 9 laps. I would
That's
think.
about 3%. That's 3% compared to the mediums, which are also around 3% a lap.
Yeah.
Whereas the softs are in the high end of 4%.
And Righteous is trying to make a move here on Radical. He'll be just coming out of the pits, and Radical is going to be on those old softs here. Oh, and wow, Cookie got a ignoring blue flag penalty. That's surprising. Wonder what happened there. We're going to have to get his side of the story later on in chat here. And Critical picks up a 5-second penalty.
Or having to do a lot of braking to get to not rear-end Blaze coming into the chicane. He had the faster line and was able to get through quicker, but Blaze compromised his line on the way through. Now Ruda and Cubelay are both in for their medium stop.
Bakushka on the attack here.
Cubelay looks like he's onto another set of softs.
Oh, and Bakushka just goes off wide into the grass, but he'll make the moves kind of stick right now. No, he won't. Oh, and he kind of gets tapped. No! Oh my god, Madman just blocks Kublai onto the pits. There's 5 cars all right next to each other here. And something's going to happen. Wow.
So and just Cubelay taps the rear of Babushka, and I think Cubelay did start on the softs, right? Because he's back onto a set of softs.
Yeah, I think so. And he gets blocked coming out of the pit lane because Madman was avoiding a collision maybe with Bakushka.
Cubelay gets a...
Oh, this is a recipe for disaster. Oh, yes, there is! Oh, my God. And Righteous... Wow. Let's go look at that. Oh, and Gypsy gets hit, too, and now he's spun. Let's see if there's a replay working here for you guys. Wow, I mean, that is insane.
No safety car.
No safety car.
But yeah, that is Cubelay's race done. He just put onto the softs. His last set of softs, mind you. He has 10% wear on them right now, and he has no wing.
Yep, and Gypsy also got hit during that, so that's going to be unfortunate for him.
Gypsy is absolutely going to be going for the move. Gypsy actually didn't pick up much wing damage. He just...
Did he? That's good for him then.
Oh, and more contact, and he'll have to go another lap. He cannot reverse into the pit lane. He will be disqualified.
Wait, who are we looking for? Oh, Kublai. Oh, wow, wow.
Kublai had an incident with Gypsy coming into the chicane, sent Gypsy wide, and sent him missing the pit lane. I guess he could reverse into it, but...
Wow, there's I'm surprised there's been no safety car. Maybe it's turned off.
Oh, and Babushka is way wide, and he
is just ghosting though.
Oh, he
resets the track.
That's all right. He doesn't. Did he get? No. Okay, sorry. The Toro Rosso was very far behind. Yeah. He just had a moment and spun off the exit of turn 5.
And Gore's making a move right now against Blaze. Say he will get the move done. Yes, he does. But he picks up another time penalty because of it. Wow. So yeah, that track limitation is just not being nice right now.
Yeah, Gore has 6 seconds penalties, Rogue only has 3, and behind him, Blaze has none, and Blaze is on his first set of medium.
Yeah, so he's in a good position right now, Blaze.
Absolutely. He, I don't think he'll be looking for a win here, but maybe podium is within reach?
All I'm saying, if he picks up a win, he could potentially be second or third.
It does not, I don't think he'll pick up a win. Rogue is also on his medium tires, and he's...
I mean, Blaze did win the first race, so maybe he'll just end the tier 2 off.
I'm telling you what the tire situation looks like. From tire strategy point of view, I don't...
I mean, yeah, there was also a 10-second gap between Rogue and Gore, so...
Yeah, Rogue is also on the same strategy as Blase.
Babushka retires in the pits, I believe. And is that Kublai also going into the pits again?
Babushka looks like his AI is exiting the pits? Question mark?
Wait, didn't Kublai go into the pits earlier? Because he's back into it.
Yes, he picked up entire wing damage.
Again? Because I don't know. That's weird.
Babushka's AI, even though he is retired, is on track.
Oh, he should be ghosted, I hope. And Ruda is catching up now with... Oh my god, there's Cookie! Cookie and,
Cookie is off, and I believe...
Was that because of his Babushka?
That might be because of Babushka's ghost.
Wow.
Cookie missing almost his entire front wing as well.
I'm really surprised how there's no safety car. I'm almost trying to wonder if it's off. Because I feel like it should have came out by now.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, there was a VSC.
Oh yeah, there was a VSC. So it looks like, I guess, Codemasters may have swapped how it works today. I don't know. A shadow patch.
Well, it's questionable to know what actually happened to Babushka, because he retired in pit lane, but his ghost came out and potentially caused a collision with Cookie. Who knows? We'd have to see what maybe Cookie just spun on his own or something.
And Sahil is making its way up the field right now. He's nearing 6th place right now with Madmen in front of him.
If we just go back to an update at the front, Gore is in 2nd place with Ruda behind him and Blase behind him, all very, very close to each other, with Blase and Ruda on similar tire wear. Ruda is on the fresher tires, and Gore is 30% old hearts.
Sahil and Kublai, both. Oh my, and Chipsy, all getting 3-second penalties. So I mean, it's pretty expected here.
It'll be interesting to see if Gore can keep Ruda behind. Ruda looks like he's pushing him through turn 4 and 5.
Critical retired, and he looks like, I think he's on the.
And that's a safety car.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's on the Wall of Champions. So Wall of Champions claims another victim right there, and the safety car is out. I wonder how that's going to change things, as Kublai is slowing down tremendously.
You have an audio thing to play for the safety car.
Oh yeah. I mean, I should probably wait for everyone to get close, but you know, YOLO. Let's play this.
Attention Tier 2s! This is a safety car period. Please do not drive as if you are a monkey. Please do not rear-end each other. Please do not pass each other. Please do not pass the safety car. This has been your public service announcement for safety car periods.
As is Gore. I think everyone who's at the... Gore picks up a 5-second penalty.
Gore!
A mile away. Ruda also into the pits. Blase also into the pits. Righteous not going into the pits because Righteous is on new mediums.
Yep, so Righteous now going to regain the lead.
Righteous taking up the track position here. It looks like...
Oh, he's actually going to be fighting with... oh, no, Rogue keeps it. Rogue keeps the lead.
Rogue keeps the lead, but he goes onto the hard compound tire.
Maybe he just predicts that there won't be another safety car, kids. I mean, there already has been a bunch of crashes and nothing has come out. Rogue, oh my god, what? Rogue randomly picks up a 10-second penalty.
Wow!
And it looks like more glitches coming from this safety car here.
I mean, I can understand the track extension, but 10 fucking seconds.
I mean, he was just randomly on the road when he got that. So I mean, it's obviously some bullshittery going on here. Sorry for my language, but
no, Kublai.
Oh, yeah, Kublai.
Unlapping himself?
What is going on here?
Unlapping himself. You can
oh yeah, you can do that.
Unlap themselves under safety car. So that gives Cookie a chance to catch right back up to the rest of the field.
So who's gonna gain the most out of this? My question.
Oh,
Kublai disqualified for ignoring yellow flag. What the hell?
No. We've confirmed that is a bug. He's
okay. I was about to say.
So yeah, it will appear to us as if the cars who are unlapping themselves will be disqualified. Now Cookie needs to go up to full racing speed and get himself unlapped as soon as possible. Because really, the lapped cars who had their races destroyed will be gaining the most from this. And
yeah,
in fact, I would say Rogue, Righteous, and Gore all or sorry, not Righteous, but Rogue, Gore, Ruda, Blase, and you know what? Sahil is back up into 6th position with not fresh tires. Never mind.
Yeah, but I think he's planning on keeping those hards for the end of the race, unless he swaps to softs.
Medium.
Wait, that's mediums? It says hard for me.
he is on the mediums for me.
The game is showing mediums, but like the actual like result thing, it says hard. And he's at 22% on 11 laps. So is that? I feel like that's not medium tire wear.
Well, I can tell you from my
check your
simulation data that he if this is the mediums, he's only going to make it to lap 30 on that set of tires, whereas Blase on the hards could make it to lap 75.
What? Okay.
Oh, right, because they've just done a lap on the safety car. It's messing with the tire data, right?
All right.
But I can't tell you what Rogue is going to make because his telemetry is closed off. And it looks like Gore is all over the back of Righteous.
And
really
in the pit.
Aggressive driving here. He obviously didn't listen to the PSA. You do not need to be right beside the driver that you are in front of. Do not drive like a monkey. Give him some space. We do not need collisions under a paced car.
Yep. And here you can see the stops here. Kublai with 4 pit stops at the moment, the most of any.
And so he is. And it's looking like I'd be interested to see how long Righteous thinks he can take these things, especially with the safety car. Because right now, just under safety car conditions, it's only telling me he can get to about lap 36, which is obviously not enough. So he is probably going to need a pit again.
Wizard picking up a 10-second time penalty. That could be just another bug.
Looks like Jordan's racing.
Yeah, what's going on here? We have some position swapping.
Racing Madman under safety car conditions.
And
Guys,
someone's ghosted. Oh, what's going on here? Brazil?
The heel is off.
Oh my god.
Stop it, dangerously rejoice.
What is he doing? Relax. Oh my. And he's just lost 6 or 3 positions.
Like a monkey. Sahil will probably want to take the opportunity
Ooh.
right now, considering...
Yep, 51 damage.
You know what? Yeah, so he does have wing damage, and Wizard gets a 5-second penalty, severe collision with Gypsy.
And now Sahil gets another penalty. I just saw that pop up real quick before it disappeared. I think that was Sahil.
Do not drive like a monkey!
Oh god. Yeah, and Sahil...
Like, I do not understand, but it's hard to understand. Like, don't rear end someone. It's so easy not to rear end somebody under the safety car. I do not.
I definitely think some practice would be nice.
Boys, like, you guys are great racing drivers. I would die if I had to share a road with you.
Safety car in.
And so it is. We have to follow the leader for this reset because he's going to keep these.
Oh, and already some people have hit each other, as you can see. Like, oh my god, what's going on? Chipsy's going super slow, causing a pile up here. And more people are hitting each other.
Ruda overtakes Blase under safety car conditions.
That's not allowed.
Overtaking people under safety car conditions.
Okay, just so everyone knows, Rogue, he's set at a speed. He can't get past.
I will be back in half a...
Okay. And I'll just tell you guys real quick. So Rogue cannot get past a certain threshold of speed right now. Like, it locks him in second gear, like 100 miles per hour. So don't try to get past him. Don't try to go past anyone else. Just stay calm. Stay behind the driver. Don't worry about whoever's behind you. Let him fuck up, okay? And here we go, racing again. Green light.
So everyone that they would be disqualified if they pass people under safety.
Yep, and here we go, racing again. Everything looks so far so good from what I can tell. Some people have pit, or not some, Sahil. And yeah, so far so good. I mean, I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Really pitied on the wrong lap there. Ruda, what we can only guess from what happened, illegally overtaking Blase under safety car. That is something that we had talked about explicitly informing drivers before the race started, that they would not be able to do that if we raced with safety car. So I am not sure what they don't understand about not passing people under safety car. Ruda losing it on the exit of turn 9. Coming into turn 10 now, the hairpin. Cutting it real close, and it'll be interesting to see now what the tire wear data is.
Oh, and there's McLaren going off a little bit, but gets it right back on track here, and I'm trying to see everyone get past safely through. Kublai in 11th, he's had some works to do if he wants to get anything out of this race. Let's see, we're coming to the Wall of Champions here.
Okay,
looks pretty good.
Righteous is going to have a lot of time saving to do if he plans on taking this to to lap 35. If he continues at his current rate, he'll be at 70% wear at lap 30 with 5 laps to go. So his plan will obviously to be to pit for softs by the end of the race.
There's just a lot of gaps closed right now. I don't know who to really watch, but let's see. Ruda, he's maybe making a move on Gore. Looks like he's sniffing for the move.
Interestingly enough, I don't think Cookie unlapped himself under safety car conditions.
I don't think he did either. I saw a ghosted car there.
And Sahil...
Oh, and Gore locks up. Oh, they don't touch though, luckily. But Ruda might...
and Madman having a drag race into the... Madman breaking a bit early.
Oh, someone... Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't cause anything.
Yep. And Rad dropping 2 positions now.
Let's see.
With fairly heavy damage.
They'll pick up another time penalty, just stack it up. Ruda doesn't capitalize.
Out of the final corner. Let's see if he can get a move done on Gore. Gore, who can absolutely take this set of tires to the end. He's on his final set of tires, as is virtually everyone who's on the hard compound right now. Righteous will be the only person I expect in the top 5 to be switching compounds.
Yep. And let's go see what Jordan's doing here. Wizard. Nothing, unfortunately. But Wizard kind of goes off wide. He kind of hits the grass, but luckily slows down enough. That's a good way to get back on track safely. Thank you, Wizard.
Sahil now overtakes Rad, who had to pit. Sahil, notably, I'm not sure what happened, but he did crash under safety car. If that's somebody who crashed into him, or he just went wide and hit the wall, missed his braking point, which I don't see how that could happen under safety car, but so... and the gaps for the top 5 are all... Or, sorry, the top 4 are all fairly close. All mostly within...
Rogue's 10-second lead is gone now. Like, Righteous is right behind him.
That is what the safety car does. It evaporates a lead. But Rogue was lucky enough to get pit onto a fresh set of hards for the safety car and still come out in front. So he pit from the lead to the lead, which was very good of him, but it can only be achieved by everyone behind him pitting as well. Everyone who's competing with the 10-second gap pitting.
31 Sword, we haven't spoken to him, or about him, I think, yet. He's catching up to 10th place at the moment with Madman right in front of him. Sahil picking up the fastest lap, 11.6.
It looks like Blazé is dropping back fairly heavily from the top 4, and Chipsy will be looking to try to make a move on him. Chipsy's tires are a bit worn, 36% on the rear, so we know he likes to spin that on corner exit, and he'll pick up another time penalty. I believe he's at 13 seconds now, but crucially, so is Rogue. Rogue is at 13 seconds because of his 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
I would assume that he gets that out of there.
Oh, Righteous tapping the rear of Rogue because he goes to defend.
Oh, yeah, and he does it again, kind of.
Rogue just sandbagging through the chicane. Can't get a proper line through it.
Yeah, now all 4 drivers are pretty much next to each other, and Righteous will get the move done momentarily.
He absolutely does. The real way that Righteous can really salvage much from this race, because he is going to need a pit, and with the safety car, it brought...
Oh, there's a yellow flag, and Ruda, he spun and then resets the track, almost crashing into Chipsy and Blaze. Luckily he doesn't, but now Ruda is pretty much out of competition for that at the moment, as now he's battling Kublai, who's about to maybe get past him here.
21 Swords left the session, so his car will be ghosted.
Oh, and now Ruda's ghosted inside of Kublai.
So he is. And yeah,
Kublai and what the hell is going on here?
Cutting.
Yes, there must have been some lag issue here, but Gore is now on the move.
Ruda has massive wing damage now.
Jordan has spun, or no, he went really wide.
Ruda is missing the entirety of his front left. Sorry, his front right.
Is he?
We're just trying to see. Chipsy has a bit of wing damage, not too bad.
Yeah, he is.
Blazé also has a bit of wing damage. Oh, Gore right next to Rogue now, trying to out drag him into the turn 1. Doesn't get it done. He'll be looking for the next opportunity to do so with the softer, fresher compound.
Oh, and he might get it here.
He gets a better drive out of the corner. They tap just a bit. This is not somewhere you typically go too wide. And Rogue concedes the position. Concedes the position of Gore. Gore now up in second place, chasing down his teammate, although it might not look like it. Jordan and Cubele picking up 3-second warnings. And Rogue now, with a 13-second penalty, has to build up that gap to Blaze.
31 is back into the session. Here he joins in 9th place. Jordan,
Gore,
Chipsy. Oh, and Jordan, what is he doing? This completely skips the track there. Corner cuts hugely. Kubele won't manage to get past him yet.
Now, I've got to say, my favorite right now to really win, I would have to say, is Gore. Righteous will have to do a fairly significant amount of tire saving to make it to the end, which he has done. I think he's been lowering his differentials. He taps the wall of champions. But sorry, he's doing a fairly significant amount of tire saving, and he will just be able to get to the end. Just barely. If he can really eke these tires out. He might get a puncture in the final dying laps, but Gore is on a fresh set of, not a fresh set, but a newer set of mediums, and he is crucially 7 seconds ahead in terms of penalties from Rogue, his closest competition, and behind them is Blaze, who is 5 seconds out. So my predictions would have to be Righteous needing to pit by the end of the race. He's doing good tire saving. I don't think it's enough. I think he'll either get a puncture if he tries to risk it, which honestly, I think it might be worth risking it rather than pitting, because you know pitting will bring you down to at least 8th position.
Yep, and there seems to be a midfield battle going on here with Blaze, Chipsy, Kubele, and Jordan, and Chipsy going really wide.
And Kubele now going to out-drag Chipsy coming into the chicane. Gets the DRS and just flies by. So will Kubele close the door? Yes, he will. Break early and goes into the pits.
Yep, Chipsy's going into pits, probably going to get his softs on for the last 10 laps here. What platform do you have leagues on? Jordan 1. Jordan, are you sure that... Wait, no, that's not Jordan, he's racing. Yeah, this is a PC. Only league.
Still picking up another 3-second time penalty, that's 15 seconds. In 9th position, that drops him almost all the way back to that would be 13th position for him. As it stands right now. And Rogue right on the back of Gore. Even if Rogue does get the position, I don't see the utility of fighting on track.
Oh, and Righteous. Oh, yeah, Righteous just hits him.
Right.
He took damage, 25% into his right wing now.
Yeah, and Righteous will be wanting to pit onto the softs now. Righteous collecting the wall as well. Righteous definitely wants to go onto the softs, and Rogue, especially with damage, especially with the harder compound tires, and with the 13-second penalty.
Oh, Jordan. Okay, never mind.
His best pet will just be to tuck in behind Gore. Rogue's best move will be tuck in behind Gore, hope for his penalty to get removed, and not fight on track with Gore. That is the way I can foresee him winning this race.
Chipsy might come out of the pits before Righteous. That's going to be the fight for second place as Righteous comes out now. Which one of these two will come out up top right now? Because there's going to be no more pit stops for them at the moment. And it looks like Chipsy will.
Ahead of Righteous now.
So as it stands, Chipsy right now.
Righteous is on medium tires. He did not have another set of softs to go onto.
Yeah.
But Chipsy, crucially, on a new set of fresh... so yeah, this will be a straight fight for Righteous and Chipsy up into effectively 5th position, because 31 swords will be removed.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan getting past Kubele.
And, Jordan hits Blaze, but Blaze keeps it straight. Blaze doing a really good job to put himself in 3rd place.
Through the hairpin.
And yep, now all 3 drivers are super close. Rogue is also super close to Gore, and he kind of messes up here. He picks up a time penalty.
16 seconds now. Oh, and they try to go 2 wide through the thing. Blaze picks up a penalty for his track extension, but does get the position. He's now up into 3rd position.
And there's a Mercedes off. That's probably Cookie. Yep.
And it's interesting to know now that 4th position Kubele has 12 seconds of penalties. So effectively, this fight is only between Blase and Jordan because their penalties cancel each other out with 6 seconds each. Gore up to 6 seconds of penalties. He doesn't really need to fight Rogue, honestly. Maybe Gore will definitely know that Rogue has penalties. He'll know that it's high. Maybe Rogue will have told them if they're in voice chat that he is looking to get that penalty removed.
Oh, and Blaze just smacks Kubele into the wall here as Jordan doesn't, or he will get past them now. And Kubele
retires from the session.
Yep, Cookie retires, but let's see his damage here for Kubele. He has, I don't know, it's not updating yet, but Kubele, oh, but he returns the favor by smacking right into Blaze now. So a lot of hostility between both these drivers at the moment.
Are you thinking, sorry, I didn't see the contact, are you thinking that might have been intentional?
Maybe, because it looked like Blaze smacked Kubele into the wall, making him receive damage, and then I guess he wanted to return the favor. And looks like both drivers opt not to pit even with their wing damage. Kubele with 25% on his right, Blaze 31.
Would be the smart move. It's difficult to drive, but you lose more time by pitting, especially at this late stage of the race. Interestingly enough, Blaze has 6 seconds of penalties, and Kubele has 15. He did not need any of this.
We sort of missed it, but Righteous did pass Chipsy. I don't know when, probably when we were talking about Blaze and Kubele, but looks like Righteous might be securing that second position after all.
And it looks like he might be able to pull a DRS gap by the next turn. Who knows? It's only 0.7 right now. Nope, Chipsy does absolutely get DRS, but he's a bit too far back for a move, I'd say. Kubele might be looking for a move on Jordan now. Jordan going wide through the hairpin.
Oh, and the
Kubele
lag.
squeezing him. Absolute squeeze. Kubele gets the DRS and he's flying, but crucially, again, Kubele with 15 seconds of penalties should not be fighting this. Should absolutely not be fighting this hard.
I mean, that could be why as well, because he wants to build a gap. But
oh, and Kubele tapping the wall of champions, probably picking up even more damage.
Let's find out.
The thing is, when the race isn't going your way,
and
it's a squeeze, and Jordan is just tapping the side pod of Kubele there.
A lot of aggression going on here.
What I want to say is, when the race isn't going your way, it's really easy to lose your clear head and to make some dumb moves, to really go aggressive, take up and pick up some extra penalties, maybe be overly aggressive. And at the end of the day, it's just not worth it. Just keep your head down and keep focus, as Charles Leclerc's engineer would say.
And oh my god, how many penalties does Sahil have, honestly?
21 seconds.
I keep seeing that shit pop up. Very unfortunate by Sahil, who had a really good start to this race. And let's see.
You know what? Here's a little fun fact for you. Nobody has had a clean race. Even the guys who have DNF'd, everyone has at least 3 seconds of penalties.
Yeah.
You animals. Jordan going for a move on Kubele. Gets by Kubele with the DRS. Kubele might be looking for a just to pay that favor back coming through the wall of champions. He does have the drive, but he does not have the DRS. Jordan picks up the DRS from the previous detection zone, defends for the inside. Kubele
now it's he kind of hits the grass a little bit. That's Blaze's catching up now.
Kubele tapping, yeah, they're going wheel to wheel, and this is not a turn you want to go too wide in. Jordan lets Kubele by, potentially knowing that this guy.
Oh, but he might try to get past him here. He will get past here. Oh my god, a lot of intense fighting here as Kubele keeps ghosting right now. Blaze just waiting for his moment. Maybe he'll just stay put because he knows the time penalties are. Ooh,
he lifts off early into that turn just so he doesn't rear end anyone. Good driving from him. Good sensed. And you know what? If I was Kubele, or sorry, if I was Blaze, put it into mode 4. You might.
Oh, and he taps Kubele.
He taps Kubele, who returns the favor.
Oh god, again?
Him into a wall.
Yeah.
Kubele pointing his car to make it so Blaze has to squeeze through an insanely tiny gap. And now it's on to a straight fight between Jordan and Blaze, who both have 6 penalties, irregardless of what the reports will look like after the race. Honestly, at this point, I'm not looking because, I can't even keep track of it in my mind. There are so many moments where it's like, wow, that's a report.
Yeah.
That's a report.
And right now, Gore has taken the lead, so Gore has pretty much done a last to first challenge for the final race of the season.
So he has. Yeah, that safety car really played into his hands well. And obviously, you know, fantastic racing, keeping it clean. But if I could impart a little knowledge on Gore, if I could just tell him what I did last race to him, let Rogue by. Just let him by. If he goes for a move, do not risk the win. Let him by. He has 19 seconds of penalties. You are not going to lose 13 seconds to him in the last 4 laps. If he goes for a dive, just move out of the way. And this goes to all drivers. If somebody has a lot of time penalties behind you, do not risk them ruining your race with a with an optimistic move. Like right now, Rogue is probably going to be looking for a move in the coming laps to win on track, but he won't because he has penalties and it'll move him behind. That is my rant about penalties over.
Yep, and Sahil picked up the fastest laps, pretty much stealing the 1 point from everyone in the top 10 at the moment.
Cubile looks like he's right on the rear of Blaze again, and Righteous following up shortly behind on those fresh mediums. Obviously, we would have preferred another set in softs, which is, by the way, if I might impart a bit more knowledge. Oh, Cubile hits the wall. But I might impart just a bit more knowledge on our drivers here. Save a set of softs from qualifying, especially with the safety car. You will need them. You will absolutely need them. They will come in so much handy. If Righteous had been on softs this entire stint, he could have been in front of both Cubile and Blaze. And actually, you know what? While I'm saying that, I think Righteous will have that third position from Blaze because Blaze has 6 seconds of penalties and Cubile has 18. All Righteous needs to do is keep within, I think that's 3 seconds of Blaze. And that's considering Cubile's distance, of course.
Yep,
which he's just teetering on right now. So Righteous absolutely needs to get by Cubile now. Cubile looks like he's squeezing Righteous as they come into the braking zone, but Righteous gets by. Now it's all on Righteous with the new fresher tires, or sorry, not softer, but fresher tires to keep that distance to Blaze consistent, and it's up to Cubile to realize he has penalties. He isn't going to need to fight this. He absolutely cannot fight this because the moment you get more aggressive, the moment you get more angry... Oh, it is going side by side with Ruda! By cleanly. Ruda is past Cubile.
Yep. And there's a yellow free sector flag that might be... No, but it's Madman, actually, in the Wall of Champions, who has picked up some wing damage.
Got it, it's on DNF. That would be another safety car in the dying laps of the race. We would finish under safety car. How boring.
I don't think actually the safety car can come out in F1. Like Codemasters made it that way.
Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised as well.
Yep. Oh, Righteous might go for a move on Blaze now.
Yeah, I see that.
He makes up a lot of time on that hairpin. Blaze goes way, way too deep. With his DRS and his energy, he can absolutely go by. Gore, behind Rogue, picks up 9 seconds of penalties. Now there's a 10-second of penalty difference.
Ooh, makes a nice move coming into turn 1 now. Oh, but they tap again.
So much rubbing is racing.
Oh, Sahil! He gets disqualified.
He gets disqualified for too many penalties.
The first driver and only driver to do that this season. Wow. Wow, that is insane here. And Righteous picks up now the move on Ruda and Jordan. He's in third.
Just back in third. That secures him the second place in the championship. And it looks like this might be... Oh, if Righteous can close... he can't close the 6 seconds. Absolutely not. Never mind. But Righteous is looking like a solid second place now. If yeah, okay. So Righteous is now in a dead heat with.
Oh, but he gets smacked by Ruda.
Righteous!
Oh no!
That is going to have repercussions.
And now Righteous.
Gypsy now very close to Righteous in striking distance.
Yeah, he is.
As we come into the final lap. Gypsy has 12 seconds of penalties. I don't know why I was getting excited.
I mean, we don't know that.
Gypsy both have way too many penalties to actually, care. This is second place for Righteous in the championship.
Gore picks up the lead again.
Gore does pick up the lead, and that'll be even if he can't maintain it on track. Even if Rogue pulls a last second move, that's Rogue with 22 seconds of penalties, getting punted all the way down. It'll look like probably to 8th position. because of his 10-second penalty from behind the safety car.
Wow, I mean, what an amazing end to the season, honestly. Like, this has been
Oh,
the most exciting race for me, honestly. And we have so many.
I'm just looking at fuel levels. There's a slim possibility that Rogue runs out before the line.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
He's reading 0.1 at most. So
On the final lap here.
A lot of drivers are on their very, very edge of the tank. Kibble is out of fucking fuel.
Is he?
Kibble will just get to the line, just barely. He has 0 laps of fuel left in the tank after he crosses this line.
So here we go again for the final time this season. Your race winner.
Kibble locks into Ruda's side pod. No damage for either of them. Kibble loses it on the exit.
Oh, there he goes.
So much. Gore picks up a 5-second unserved penalty, still wins on track. Rogue in second, that won't last long with his 22.
And Blaise will pick up the third.
Will come in second.
Oh, and Jordan. No, that's the ball. Damn, I was gonna say. And there we go. Oh,
runs out of fuel.
But Jordan gets it. Oh, and Blaise just keeps going down.
Second position.
Oh, and Ruda.
2 seconds of penalties. Ruda jumps up in third position.
What is going?
Into this race.
A lot of jumping here, and here we come. We see Freddy One Sword finishing his first ever GSR race in a respectable 10th place. For sure. Wow, I mean, this race, man. Migrating host Cookie has left the session. Radical coming across the line. Both McLarens finishing in 11th and 12th.
That man weaving on the straights and just blows the
He's
entire
like,
last quarter.
Okay.
Picks up 10 seconds of penalties.
And there we go. That's the season for us.
That is the end of Tier 2 Season 1, the inaugural season, with Gore, our very first Drivers' Champion. And you can see, what is his name? Upmar something on the podium there for his, I guess, substitute driver. As we know, Gore is in Williams.
And here we go. You can see the penalties come up here. I mean, wow. This is how many penalties does it show Sahil's? It doesn't actually.
Sahil had 21 seconds of penalties.
How did he get disqualified then?
I'm not sure because the person in 12th position had 26 seconds of penalties. I imagine it was too many penalties of one type.
I'm just gonna go down the list of incidents here as we just keep scrolling and scrolling. Oh my god, you can see a whole bunch of 5-second penalties in a row for drivers. What an insane race.
And we are going to have some interviews.
Yep, let's go ahead and give me a second so we can start walking over there. So, bada bing, bada boom. This is the wrong interview room. My bad. Here we go. The right one.
Hello. Gore.
Hello.
Hi.
Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on being a champion from a fellow.
As a champion, I appreciate that.
Of course, as a champion, you should always start every sentence with as a champion. How do you feel?
Well, honestly, as a champion, I think it was a great race, and I missed quali, so I did not expect this.
Right. From grid spot 16 to first driver of the day. By the way, I don't think there's any other person we could award it to. Because frankly, just a little comment to your tier 2 buddies. Not a lot of you can drive properly under safety car. There was passing under safety car. There was rear-ending under safety car. There was a whole lot of incidents under safety car. When you would least expect it, considering it's a pace car. But it's just so weird how the tier 2 mind works.
It is a fantasy. You know.
So talk us through your strategy and how the safety car actually impacted that.
Well, unfortunately, I was on the hards. Whereas the mediums probably would have been faster because Rogue had his pit lap whenever the safety car was, so I want to say 16, something like that. So the hards still had about 4 laps, left to go on their stint. So he got to pit onto the hards, and I had to pit onto the mediums, and I'm sure you saw my tire wear at the end there was pretty high. Basically, I was counting on a safety car a little bit. I know Righteous was doing the 2-stop, but as soon as I saw the safety car, I said, screw it, we'll go for the mediums, and if I have to pit again, I have to pit again, but I was thinking there's no way I would make that time back, if I waited another 4 laps on those hards, and then went to the mediums.
Right, and so, would you say that this win is largely in part due to the safety car? Because it seems like regardless of Rogue pitting for first and coming out first, you really played it well, and it suited you a lot.
Yeah, 100%. I haven't driven this track since the interleague race, and wasn't home until 5 minutes before the race, so I did not have the pace there at the beginning. So yeah, the safety car, 100%. I would not have gotten past those cars. So that definitely put me in the position, and then had a good battle with Rogue. I know he was a little, I don't know what the right word is. He was talking to me about how I stuck my nose in there to the champions and then backed out, and he kind of messed up and locked up. I don't know. I thought I was a safe
I'll
distance.
be honest,
I don't know.
There was a lot of cheeky movement from a lot of the drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Blase too kept thinking that he could swerve back whilst he was braking, and I almost hit him twice. So that was, yeah, there was definitely a lot of that. And I think definitely is mind games with the Wall of Champions, because if you put your car there, you're in danger. But if you put your car, or if you make someone else think your car is there, they get the damage. So
yeah. And just before we let you go, it was a great race. Just, what do you think your highlight of the season was?
you know, it's probably either Japan. I think that was the 4th race, or Spa. My first win was awesome in Spa. My first league racing win. Well, this is my first league, so yeah, it was a ton of fun. And if I wouldn't have hit Righteous out at the beginning, I think that Spa would definitely be my highlight. But my next clean win was Japan, so I'll go with that one.
Not a bad choice at all.
All right. Well, you know what? Thank you so much for joining us.
As a champion, I appreciate you saying that, so thank you.
You know what? As a champion, congratulations, and as a champion, if you could drop out before next season, that'd be great.
As a 5th place runner-up.
I reject that implication, and as a champion, I appreciate your motivations, but as a champion, I'm just gonna have to decline championship.
Right, and as a champion, I'm gonna tell you, get your own goddamn hoodie, because I'm getting TAC one, but I'm not getting.
As a champion, that is incredibly hurtful. My feelings are shattered, and I'll never recover. Have a good day.
And as a champion, can you go recover for us? Ooh, let's say Blase. He would.
The commentary channel is hidden.
It's all right.
Yeah,
we'll bring him in.
Just tell him to prepare to be dragged.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Next up on their interview list, hit list, I guess, will be Blase.
Blase.
Hey,
yo, what's good?
Hey.
What's good? Tell us about the race from your perspective, only in terms of incidents, because we know there were a fair few, and you, I believe, were involved in one under safety car. Did someone hit you, or did you hit them, or what?
Yeah, I mean, fuck, what a race! During that safety car, it was looking real promising. You know, got the right tires on, but then right at the end, the lap that the safety car was coming in, it was Ruda that was in front of me, and I think he like paused or something because his car went into AI mode, like there was a little AI on top of his car, and the AI decided it was a great idea to slam on the brakes really fucking hard, and I ended up like running into the back of him, broke my front wing, and got a nice 5-second penalty on top of that. So always a pleasure, you know.
Well, so I do have a question. I believe during the safety car, was it you who was overtaken on the back?
It was not.
No.
Okay, I think. Who was it then?
I think it was Sahil, who was right behind me. He got overtaken 3 times.
Yeah, it was Sahil.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about turn 1. There was a driver who was genuinely overtaken under safety car conditions. I'll have to ask somebody else about it. But yeah, are you came 3rd, I believe, right?
He dropped afterwards.
Like I finished 6th after with all the penalties.
What do you feel about Kublai hitting you a bunch of times sometimes?
But he rear-ended me like 20 times, like trying to overtake me. And I got lucky because I didn't get spun out. I don't know how the fuck his front wing wasn't broken, honestly.
It did break eventually.
Oh, it was? Okay. Good
I believe by the end he had about 40, 60 damage or something like that.
Oh, shit, okay. I mean, fair enough for the amount of times he rear-ended me there. Unfortunately, I ended up rear-ending him. So, and he spun because of it, so feels kind of bad. But, yeah.
We did catch that part on stream coming into the hairpin.
Yep.
Well, that was just about all we wanted to ask you. Thank you for joining.
All right, cheers. See you next season.
Yeah,
See you next season.
Do I leave or you guys?
Yes.
I already moved them.
I got the 10 seconds.
Hi,
Just-
Rogue.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the interview room.
Hi.
Hi.
Your 10-second penalty. Let's talk about it. It was under safety car, and you got it for exceeding track. Did you exceed track limits? And do you believe, if you did, that it was worth 10 seconds?
I don't believe if any it was minimal. I was actually just talking about it with them, and I don't think it's deserved.
Me
Since
too.
It is under safety car.
You randomly got it while on the road, so like it just didn't make sense.
Yes, I did not cut a corner at I was legit just going safety car speed.
Right. And
My left, it was on turn. Which one was this?
it was turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, and so I was cruising, and my tires got on the curb on the inside, like minimally, and it gave me that 10 seconds. So I feel that that's automatic. Like I feel that's a remove. Like there's no time gain or anything with that. So,
Yeah.
but
Alright,
so
I do have another question. Were you involved in any incidents that you would like to talk about?
yeah. Well, I was talking with Righteous when he was leading that lap that he pit in that hairpin. He went wide, and apparently he bounced off the wall into me and gave me yellow wing
Mm.
for the last 10 laps.
And we also noticed in the first safety car, you pit from first onto hards, right? And then you came out. You came out after that.
Mhm.
Did you at that point think you were in a really strong position to win the race? And from there, what happened? Was it just the 10-second penalty, or was something else?
Yeah, I was hoping for a safety car because that was my whole plan. Because I was either gonna do a two stop if a safety car came out lap 10 around there, but I was literally pitting that lap, so I knew I was pretty strong for that race because I knew Gore's tires were gonna be pretty dead towards the end, and Righteous had to pit since we're fighting for second in the standings, and
All right.
and I let them by because I didn't want to really fight and really accumulate any penalties, which that didn't help later on.
All right.
But so yeah, I knew I thought I was gonna win that race if I didn't get the but once I got that damage, I knew it was gonna be pretty hard to actually win that. So
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And it was bad luck. Are you going to be appealing that 10 seconds?
yeah, I mean if it can, I don't know where'd Righteous finish in that race.
Like it was like fifth or something. Like see, someone
Fifth?
posted it.
So I had to beat him on. I'm gonna look at the standings to see if it even matters. I had to beat him by 11 points.
And
I
you
had to tie.
got
Yeah. So definitely, if you get that removed and you do end up winning the championship, or you do end up winning this race, then it would put you up into second position.
Yeah, because I think Gore had like 14 seconds worth of penalties. So
Yeah, you had 14 seconds worth of penalties.
yeah, and I had that 10-second one. So it
All right.
was So
Well,
yeah,
thank you for joining us.
yeah, no problem. Great season. Thanks for the commentating.
Yeah, no
Nice
worries.
streams.
I'll
Appreciate
see
it.
you. We'll see you next season.
yeah. All right. So who's driver today, real quick?
It was Gore.
Gore.
Gore went from last position to first. And I believe that concludes our coverage of not only this race, but for 3 weeks. That will conclude our coverage of Tier 2. Now, just a bit of information for you guys, bit of an information dump. We are rebranding the tiers next season to both competitive and casual, so the Tier 2 slot will become the casual slot. That doesn't mean it's going to be, full contact racing. It's just people who don't want to put in hours a day to be competitive in the in our other league or our other tier. But yeah, the season is over. Gore is your champion, and I believe that makes Williams the constructors champion. If I'm not incorrect.
Yeah, they already had that secured for, I believe,
yeah,
last round.
They've had it secured for a while. And you know what? I just want to thank everyone who's tuned in. I know some races we have a very decent amount of viewers, and it has been an absolute pleasure to commentate the past 10 rounds for you guys. We know it was on a Saturday today because the Super Bowl was is tomorrow. I still not sure why there's a superb owl being broadcast on live TV, but I digress. Yeah, thank you so much.
And just so you guys know, we will be hosting some events going on this channel. We're gonna have a 100% race being announced very shortly, so look on the lookout for that. And maybe some other things will come up, like an ACC or Wreckfest or any other game that we do here in GSR. So if you do want to join, our website is right there. And I believe that settles it. I will see you guys next season. Goodbye.